And I love a great dinner party. Our next guest knows how to get things started. Author Marietta McCarty is here with us, sharing some great tips from her new book, The Philosopher's Table. Marietta, it's great to have you.
Nice to be here, Jessica.
You were just asking me, should I be smiling? And I was like, it's already a philosophical question. Tell us about this book. It's brand new. It's the third one that you've released.
Yes. I think for me, philosophy has always been about conversation and gaining mental clarity through good conversation. And the thing that seals that deal, I think, is food. I think there's a reason we have the expression comfort food. I think the atmosphere that food provides makes it easier. It's a hospitable setting for people to talk about things that really matter, to get to know each other. And so this book sets 12 cultural dinner places in different parts of the world. So every month you travel to another place. We're in Germany in October. And there's a philosophical topic to talk about. And it's the topics drove the book, Jessica. It's things that I think that interest people. Readers tell me, my college students, the child philosophers, these are the things that they think if they understood better and could talk about with others, they would have a better quality life.
It's really interesting, and at its core, it's great, divided into the 12 ideas, 12 topics, recipes, everything. So if you're a very rational decision maker who thinks very linearly, then you can go and follow this book to a T. But the idea is that you're putting out a roadmap to interpret.
Yes, and I think that there's a lot of music suggested in the book. There's a lot of room for intuitive play with the recipes. I'll get mail from people who will say, how could you not have included oregano in that dish from Greece or something like that? So there's a lot of fun people are having with it. They're getting out grandmother's china. They're finding tablecloths that haven't been used in a long time and really enjoying looking forward to it. There's a lot of cultural suggestions in the books about how to get to know the place better. This October it features Germany for Oktoberfest. And so maybe watching The Lives of Others or Wings of Desire, a film, listening to a little Marlene Dietrich sing, Lottie Lenya with Mac the Knife, to give you a feeling for Germany. And then talk about the topic, and I have a German philosopher to share, and then the recipes. And what's really interesting about Germany is this very rational professor of logic, Immanuel Kant, had real rules for a dinner party. Always 8 people, always 2 bottles of wine. You always served 3 courses. If the dinner party were a success, people would be laughing at the end. And so he really spells out how to have the dinner party. And there's self-mixed mustard to go with the bratwurst. And the reason for that is Kant thought that mustard improved your memory. So he always served mustard and lots of it at his dinner parties. And I know a lot of people will say when I talk to them, we're using a lot of mustard.
No matter what month
No matter what month it is, that's right. It's going well on the Kenyan African seed bread, so right.
A lot of folks that are watching may think, well, it kind of sounds, is it hoity-toity to think that I'm going to sit around and philosophize about things? You say anybody can do this, and we're already doing it.
That's right. I think I define philosophy as the art of clear thinking. It's the ability to empty our minds of clutter. It's spring cleaning and making way for new and better ideas. I take philosophy to children. Children are natural, great philosophers. And I remember at the Library of Virginia talking about one of my books, there was a group of child philosophers there sitting in the front row, and I asked them if any of them had anything to say to the audience, and one of them turned around and said, don't think because you're an adult you can't do philosophy. So it's my effort with these books is to be faithful to good thinking, but there's nothing fancy about it. I think we need to single task more. We need to sort of go against the culture of busyness and take time. There's a chapter on persistence and grace. Who couldn't use more of that? A chapter on simple pleasures, the abundant pleasures that exist that we bypass in our swirling busyness. A chapter on accepting change and dancing with nature's changes as the way things in the natural world do. A chapter on daring, and then the food that goes with that. A clementine souffle is a very daring thing to fix. So everything fits in the chapter, Jessica. The topic, the culture, the recipes, the music, they're all woven together.
And I love when I opened this up and was reading, getting started. I have a supper club that we have, and I'm going to try to start doing this where we throw in some topics. But I thought, okay, well, we'll start in January. Got to be very serious. No, you say anytime.
That's right, anytime. I went to, I was traveling, I was in Maryland, and they had food from many different chapters, and it depended on what was at the local produce stands and at the co-ops. And they chose a topic, but and they chose different music from different places, so they were having fun with it. So do what you like. What's important to me is conversation in our society today about ideas, maybe rearranging our priorities, making the world seem huge with these travels, and also very, very intimate. So however people want to do it that way.
Share some information. You have the chance to meet Marietta McCarty on Friday, December 13th from 12:30 to 2:30 at Fountain Bookstore.